Warsales has completely changed Bannerlord for the better, and you now have some incredibly powerful options when it comes to starting a new campaign. As one example, here's how your game can look after just 30 days of in-game time, which is roughly an hour to an hour and a half of actual playtime. So I'm already at Clan Tier 1, which used to take quite a while to achieve, and I've also already got my first boat. I'm making 1,000 dinars of passive income a day before party expenses with my heavily armed caravan, and alongside this, I have my insanely powerful companions that have hundreds of points in multiple stats, and I'm ready to start saving up for a merchant vessel and some workshops to skyrocket my passive income so that I can focus on easily increasing my army size and renown even further and effortlessly take my playthrough in many different directions. So now let me talk you through how to do the exact same thing. First things first, if you are brand new to the game, make sure you have already completed the tutorial. Obviously this isn't a necessity, but you might want to do this, because this guide will require you to start a new game again and skip the tutorial, as it locks you out of doing certain things straight away that will make this guide inefficient or just not work at all. So once you've done the tutorial and you are coming to create your new character, I picked Nord just because that's the new faction and I wanted to stay on brand of Warsales, but you can pick whatever faction you want. Then I have also made sure I put 3 of my points into Charm and 3 into Trade, so that I could start with the first perk point for each of these skills unlocked instantly, because they are very powerful and they will help you complete some of the objectives that I give you a bit faster. But don't feel like you need to do this if this isn't how you want to build your character. You can still follow this guide very easily, even if you want to build your character in a completely different way. So create whatever's going to be the most fun for you. Then, as you jump into the game, as I say, next up we are going to be skipping the tutorial. And then you want to immediately accept the Troubled Waters quest and say, take me to Ostican now. This bit is very important. Now you're going to complete the first couple of quests tied to the Scourge of the Seas storyline, up to, but not including, where you will have to sail south to near Aserai territory and confront Fada. There are 2 main reasons that we aren't going to be doing part of the Scourge of the Seas storyline now. Firstly, by just doing the few quests that I've advised, this will get you to Renown 1 immediately, which is very important because Renown 1 will massively increase your army size, it will allow you to field more companions and buy more workshops, and it will just open up a heck of a lot of the game to you. So you want to get there as quick as you can, but you don't want to be completing the whole Scourge of the Seas storyline yet, because it takes a while, probably 3 hours or so, and the few opening months of a campaign are absolutely crucial. So if you do want to capitalize on the state of the world as is and make lots of money very quickly, you want to stop doing the new Warsales campaign once you've pulled out of it what you need for now. So before we move on, just a note, you do want to come back and finish the storyline. There are some very valuable reasons to do so, but we'll come back to that at the end of the video. Next, as you are going through the storyline, you will be given specific amounts of troops, specific amounts of money and supplies, and all of this will be taken off of you when you interact with the town and you select Exit Story Mode. That's fine, it will be given back to you again when you re-enter the story, and please do note you will retain the money that you have made by selling your hard-earned battle loot and other little things like that. So do remember to sell everything when you get back to town from your quests, so that you can begin the next stage of this guide with a little bit of money. So now you've gotten to the point where you can confront Fada, just showing you the quest here, so that you know if you do come here, you have gone too far. Stop before this point. Now you can exit story mode with a little bit of cash. You're in Ostican, which is perfect. That's exactly where we want to be. And from here on out, for the next few weeks of in-game time, obviously, not your actual life, it'll be more like 30 minutes for you. You want to purchase a small squad of troops. Around 10 recruits is fine. This will keep your costs as low as possible, but it will make sure that you have units to man the pack mules and the sumpter horses so that you aren't massively slowed down from the herding debuff. And you want these because you're going to be buying as much stuff as you can carry so you can make more money quicker. Now, from this point on, your game will look a little bit different to mine because world economy is different in every single game. But what you basically want to do is flit between Northern Vlandia, Britannia and the Northern Empire, buying as much and as efficiently as you can to make lots of money very quickly. And at this point, if you did put 3 or more points into trade in character creation, you can grab the first perk immediately. Either option is fine because both of them will mean that your profits are now marked, and this is the important bit. If not, don't worry, you'll get it after you've done a little bit of trading. And also, it won't be long because you're traveling between various towns before all of the trade prices from the towns are being displayed for you as well, so you have an even better understanding of what to buy and where to take it. So now you want to try and focus on high ticket items that will take up less inventory space. In the very early game, you should be able to make 500 to 1,000 dinars from a single piece of jewelry. Other high ticket items like this and like fur and whale oil also sell particularly well, as long as you're obviously buying and selling in the right places. And you want to do this until you have 22,500 dinars, at which point you can purchase your first armed caravan. It doesn't matter where from, as you won't be joining a kingdom yet, and because it's going to be armed, it won't be under threat from bandits. So speak to any merchant in town. It can't be at a port town or it will automatically try to make you a merchant convoy, which you can't afford yet. So any other town that isn't a port, speak to any merchant, tell them you want to make a caravan, tell them, is there a way I can make a stronger one? They'll say, yes, we can make it armed for you, costs a bit more. Now you have an armed caravan. And though workshops are going to be a bit more consistent and better in the late game, the caravan will give you a huge influx of cash for the first few weeks and allow you to easily save up far quicker than an early game workshop. This will allow you to buy your first boat or even invest in a merchant convoy or a workshop for even more money. Another great strategy that you can employ alongside your trade routes is to look out for tournaments in the towns that you are regularly visiting or the nearby towns. If you're playing on a lower difficulty, or if you are on realism and you're confident in your combat skills, then this is a fantastic way to bet on yourself and make loads of free money, whilst simultaneously increasing your combat skills and snagging a juicy reward. And if you get lucky, that reward might even be a rare piece of armor, or a horse or a camel, which could sell from anywhere between 10 to 30,000 dinars. And now, using these two methods, you can easily have 2 workshops, a merchant convoy and a caravan within the first 60 to 90 days, making you anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 dinars of passive income a day, meaning you never have to worry about money again. The wide range of money that I just said there, from 1,000 to 5,000, it can vary a lot depending on their efficiency, where they are in the world, what wars are going on, and local economy. But if it dips, don't worry, it will increase again. They will absolutely pay for themselves in the long run. And at this point, if you want, you can now go back and wrap up the Scourge of the Seas questline, including this bloody tedious mission where you have to slowly crawl around the floating fortress, picking off the catapults for like 10 minutes. But luckily, it's all worth it, because at the end, you'll be rewarded with 20 mid-tier Nord troops, a free boat, and a few other minor goodies as well. And now that you've done all of that, and you've finished the Scourge of the Seas questline, you've got a really good economy flowing, the world is your oyster. You've now progressed into the mid-game. You are clan tier 2, or near enough there. And you're probably ready to think about signing up with a kingdom. So my other 2 pieces of advice would be to be careful who you sign up with if you are planning on becoming a vassal of another kingdom, because you don't want them to go to war with someone that you've placed all of your workshops in their towns, because you will automatically lose all of your workshops. And secondly, if you feel that your army is powerful enough, another great option I suggest is sailing out and going and hunting down some pirates, because you'll be able to capture their boats, repair them up for just a few hundred dinars, and then sell them for a huge profit. Also, repairing boats increases one of your naval skills for free as well. I believe it's Shipmaster, can't remember off the top of my head, but one of them, you'll see what I mean, and it increases this new skill so much if you're repairing these really battered boats that you are looting from the end of your naval combat. And that is how you can have one of the absolute most fantastic starts in war sales to take out the tedium and just help you to fully enjoy this DLC to its fullest extent. So if anything in today's video helped you out, my friends, please consider subscribing to the channel. Make sure you leave a like and let me know in the comments what other videos you'd like to see from me. And with that, all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.